Hi, welcome to this tutorial session. Let's look at this diagram. In this diagram, we're asked to calculate the value of the side marked Y. If you look at this diagram, it is made of two main sections. There's this section, which is a square. How do we know? These marks here, they simply indicate that this side is equal to this side, is equal to this side, is equal to this side. And we know that any quadrilateral with all four sides equal is a square. This information here, we have 144 meters squared. All right, when the unit is to the power 2 or squared, it talks of the area. So the area of this square is 144 meters squared. Now the next part of the diagram, if we look at it very well, it is a triangle. And here we see this symbol. We all know what this symbol stands for. This symbol stands for angle 90 degrees. All right, therefore this triangle is a right angle triangle. Now this mark here simply indicates that this side is equal to this side. Any triangle with two equal sides is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, this triangle is an isosceles right angle triangle. All right, with isosceles triangle, we remember with isosceles triangle, uh, this side equals this side. These are the base angles. The base angles are supposed to be equal. So if we look at it very well, this should be one of the base angle. This should be one of the other base angle. And sum of interior angles of any triangle should be 180 degrees. If this one is already 90, then the remaining 90 will be divided equally to this angle and this angle. Remember, this angle is equal to this angle. So we'll say this side will be 90 divided by 2, which is 45 degrees. This side will be 90 divided by 2, which is 45 degrees. All right. How do we then get the value of the side Y? What we need to do is to consider this isosceles right angle triangle. So if we draw it here, if we bring it out and draw it here as such, this side is equal to this side. This is 90 degrees. This is the side we're asked to calculate, which is the same as this side. And this is 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees. All right. We need to know this side. Remember, this side is actually this side of the square. This side of the square. Here it is. So we need to get this value. How do we get that value of this side? We work from the formula of the area of a square. We know that the area of a square is side squared. That's side times side. Remember, this is side, this is side, this is side, this is side. Area of this square will be side times side. We have given the value for the area, 144, all right, is equal to s squared. To get the value of s, we simply take square roots of both sides. So we'll take the square root of both sides. Square root cancels square, therefore means one of the sides is 12 meters. All right, so this is 12 meters, 12 meters, 12 meters, 12 meters. So here we can conveniently write 12. All right, now we work with this isosceles right angle triangle. We know this side, which is a hypotenuse. Now we want to get one of these sides. This side is the same as this side. So we want to get the value of y. How do we get the value of y? All right, we can either work with this angle or with that angle using the hypotenuse, which is known there. So the question we'll ask ourselves is, which trigonometric ratio will link the side that we know, the hypotenuse, and if we are considering this angle, this side will be the adjacent to this angle. Remember, the opposite will be that one. This will be opposite. If that is opposite, automatically this one is adjacent. Okay, so which trigonometric ratio links the hypotenuse that we know, 12, and the side that we want to calculate, which is the adjacent? We work from SOHCAHTOA. All right, this is sine, this is cosine, this is tangent. So which of them has the ratio adjacent and hypotenuse. Here we can see it adjacent and hypotenuse, so it belongs to the cosine. All right, cosine is adjacent all over hypotenuse. So if we now consider this angle 45 degrees, so we're going to work from cos 45 degrees to give us the adjacent. The adjacent is what we are looking for, which is y, all over the hypotenuse, which is 12. Okay. All right. If we are not allowed to use the calculator, how then do we proceed? Otherwise, then you just go ahead and plug this in your calculator, you get this value, and then you cross multiply to get your value of y. But if you are not allowed to use the calculator, how do we proceed? All right. We know that with angle 45, with angle 45, tan 45 is 1, which can just be written as 1 all over 1. Tangent is what? Adjacent. Tangent is this is tangent. Tangent is opposite all over adjacent. So if we take this, the opposite of this is this. So opposite all over adjacent. Opposite all over adjacent. So how do we get this one? If we call this x, then from the Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So we have x squared is equal to 1 plus 1. So x squared is equal to 2. To get the value of x, we take square root of both sides. So this side automatically is root 2. Now, with this right angle triangle complete, we can now be able to tell all the trigonometric ratios of the angle 45 degrees. We can tell for sine, we can tell for cosine, we can tell for tangent. All right, sine is opposite all over hypotenuse. If we are here, it will be the opposite all over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent all over hypotenuse. Again, adjacent all over hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite all over adjacent. Opposite all over adjacent. So that right angle triangle for angle 45 is complete. So from there, we can now conveniently have our values for cos 45 degrees. Cos 45 degrees, cos, this is cosine, is adjacent all over hypotenuse. So adjacent all over hypotenuse, 1 all over root 2. So we'll come and put that value here. We'll come and put that value here. We'll put this value for cos 45 here. We're going to have 1 all over root 2 to be equal to y all over 12. Now, to get our y, we carry out cross multiplication. 12 times 1 is 12. Root 2 times y is y root 2. Remember, I want to get y, so we divide both sides by root 2. We divide here by root 2, divide here by root 2. So that we see root 2 cancels. Therefore, the value of y will be y equals 12 all over root 2. Y equals 12 all over root 2. That gives us the value of the site mark y in this diagram.